It started one evening with the recently widowed Meredith Finney. Distraught by her husband's death in a hunting accident, Meredith was easily lured into the woods by the calling. When Meredith returned from the forest, she wasn't the same. She no longer spoke a word, and she kept her head bowed down, and her dark, sinking eyes remained tightly shut. Over the next week, the same thing happened to 14 more townsfolk who were called into the woods. Returned to town with heads down and the dark, sinking eyes shut, like they were praying to some devious voice from beyond. Not eating, not talking, nothing. The remaining townsfolk were scared by what they were witnessing. They knew something had to be done. They couldn't keep the 15 people around their peaceful town like this. Mute people, eyes shut, heads bowing. It was straight eerie. A few of the menfolk had a meeting and agreed that they would gather all these close-eyed people, lead them into the woods, bound their hands and secure them into cages. If the forest wants them, then let the forest have them. And that's just what they did. Banished those lost folks to the woods, and the crows got their way. The following autumn is when they came back, half-human creatures creeping from the wilderness to seek revenge on the townsfolk who banished them. Many believe that a crow carries a dead man's spirit to the underworld. Every now and then, a soul is so evil it can't rest, and it stays trapped inside the crow. That soul sits there and waits for the first chance to leave the crow's body behind and replace it with a human. The land in these parts was relentless, but a small clearing near the old fort made for a nice settlement. With the Civil War ending a handful of years back, Fort Sandusky stood as a monolith over the surrounding community of Frontier Trail. The remaining handful of military soldiers watching over the retired fort worked with local lawmen to keep the growing town peaceful and quiet. Unfortunately for the new town, the surrounding wilderness was inhabited by lost souls attached to those who perished during the violent battles around the fort. The spirits found their way into the bodies of crows. Late at night, the townsfolk heard the crows squawking from the surrounding trees like a death from the underworld. The time had come to leave the bird bodies behind and colonize the nearby humans.
Hear me, foul swine who've overrun Frontier Trail!
If the forest wants them, then let the forest have them. And that's just what they did. Banished those lost folks to the woods, and the crows got their way.
Onward, Christian soldiers, as you walk towards the Valley of Salvation. Stop! Hear me, foul swine who've overrun Frontier Trail.
It started one evening with the recently widowed Meredith Finney. Distraught by her husband's death in a hunting accident, Meredith was easily lured into the woods by the calling. When Meredith returned from the forest, she wasn't the same. She no longer spoke a word, and she kept her head bowed down, and her dark, sinking eyes remained